we demand the UN to make Pakistan accountable for all these crimes against humanity in Balochistan. There is media blackout in Pakistan. So the Pakistani authorities, they have continued their suppressive policies against the Baloch people. Even the people who even support these demands are being forcibly abducted and extrajudicially killed.
We are seeing bad news from Balochistan every day. People are being forcibly abducted, they are being killed, there are human rights violations going on. So what is the ground reality out there in Balochistan at present?
As you might be aware, as you see all the news appearing in social media, certainly there is media blackout in Pakistan. So the news coming from whatsoever the happenings in Balochistan do not make it to the mainstream media. But we have our people out there who keep informing us of the situation there. So the Pakistani authorities, they have continued their suppressive policies against the Baloch people, and all those people who are calling for the right to self-determination, even the people who even support these demands, are being forcibly abducted and extrajudicially killed. So, according to the data that the Baloch Human Rights collected, which were verified by the different human rights organizations, only in the first 6 months of the 2023, 160 people were abducted by the Pakistani security forces, and 10 of those missing persons were then extrajudicially killed. And it is important to know that the data, when we analyze those data, we realize that the majority of the victims are minors and particularly students. And the victims also include women and children. And we are concerned because the women and children are also vulnerable to sexual violence during their disappearance.
So you said that women, children are now being targeted. Who are targeting them? Who are targeting them? Why they are being targeted?
In Balochistan, the human rights violations, they happen. These human rights violations are state-sponsored human rights violations, and the security forces, particularly the Frontier Corps, the intelligence agencies, and their manufactured and nourished death squads, who are mainly the religious fanatics and the outcast, socially outcast people in Balochistan. They help the security forces identify the political activists, the supporters of the Baloch struggle for the national salvation. They are the one targeting when they cannot reach the political activists. So and even the political activists out here in the Western countries raise the concerns about the human rights violations in Balochistan. The family members are being targeted, the women and children, as we discussed. So the security agencies and the proxy paramilitary forces are behind the targeting of women and children.
We have recently seen that there were several incidents in Dera Bukti area where there is a violence against the local people. So why this Dera Bukti area is always being targeted?
Well, there are particular areas where the Pakistani authorities have continuously spoken about in their circles that few of the leaders of few of the Baloch tribes have been in the national struggle for even before the creation of Pakistan. These are the Bugtis, Nawab Pakhan Bugtis, Krantz and Ramdas Bugtis entire tribe. Even there is a military operation ongoing in Vad area. The son of Sardar Ataullah Mengal and his followers are being targeted. And also the Murree areas. And nowadays, even the Makran areas, it's been going on for the last 2 decades. The Makran region, where they're not as tribal as compared to the other areas. So yes, coming back to the Dera Bukti area, because Nawab Ramdas Bukti and his follower have continuously been raising the issues of the human rights violations in Balochistan, the Baloch people's political and economic exploitation. So certainly to silence and suppress these voices, they are targeting their followers in Diyarbakir.
We have recently seen that the Chinese are being attacked in Balochistan, and Pakistan says that they are against the Baloch, they are targeting Baloch because now they are targeting the Chinese, those who are investing there. So why the Chinese are being targeted by the Baloch?
Well, the Baloch from the start, when the China, even with the introduction of the China-Pakistan economic corridor, the Baloch had not been happy, and they have not given any consent to Pakistan and China to come to their land to exploit their natural resources, and then in the disguise of mega projects. So the Baloch believe that the Pakistan and China nexus is to exploit the natural resources, to bring people from the other parts of Pakistan and inhabit them in their homeland, which will eventually convert them into a minority. So this is the political space, the general space have been shrinked. So the people cannot do all the political activities that one can do in these Western countries, like organizing protests and gatherings. So this is one way for the Baloch that they express their anger against Pakistan and China.
How the BHRC is working, because it's a human rights body from Balochistan. So how you are working to raise the issues concerning the people of Balochistan?
Well, we have volunteers working in Balochistan who inform us of the human rights situation, particularly the cases of enforced disappearances and extrajudicial killings. And they trust us that when they pass all this data to us, we compile these data, we analyze these data, and eventually we are here, as you can see us in the UN and the other working groups, particularly the working groups against involuntary and enforced disappearances. We inform them of all these cases of enforced disappearance, and we try our best to get them to raise these issues with the Pakistani authorities. And also outside the UN, we liaise with the different politicians and international NGOs to get them to press Pakistan stop all these atrocities. And also we demand the UN to make Pakistan accountable for all these crimes against humanity in Balochistan.